Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. Rasheen Ali on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan. And dose of the hurry up here. It's Johnson on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, take 26. On the play. And it's 3rd down.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Johnson up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Working inside the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
There on the tackle.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter. Ravens in possession. They have second and pretty long here. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. Now hit and Jackson loses the ball. And the Steelers get to it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. Starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk run, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Quick throw to the left is complete. Small gain down to the 46. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. That's caught. He's got Washington. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same.
On him quick, and they bring him down. Offense to the line fast.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Look at that power. Deep left side. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. It's from the right hash, 46 yards.
A 46-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Man in motion here. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Working quickly here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The left side is napped by Bateman. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
That's a gain of
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Lamar now from the gun. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
Play action, here's Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Another Baltimore first down.
Lamar throwing again. He brings it in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
On the move, headed right. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. And again, it's Jackson. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Forced out to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get their first point of this game just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Completed left side to Smith. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. One last play before the break.
Hey, 88.
He's back to throw. Taking a deep shot here. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Well, I think we all knew they were going to be aggressive from the onset of this second half, trying to erase that lead, but unfortunately, no luck here on the onside kick.
Kate, in these half times, they're fast for all of us in the NFL. College, yeah, you have time to go get lunch. Not that way in the NFL. So you went into halftime, and I am guessing, I can just feel the tone and tenor of that locker room. It is, we're going to be aggressive, like your point. We got to go out and we got to make something happen. But unfortunately, it felt a lot more like desperation when you don't recover it.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Looking quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Into a crowd and, intercepted! And the Steelers take over at the 41-yard line. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Pio quickly into the hands of Smith. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. New set of downs for them. That starts at the 38. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers taking a shot deep here. Catch is made in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Ali to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted.